morning, guys. Back again. This is going to be a super random video. I have a lot of fun little, quick little, I hope, repots to do. This is a Hoya Crimson Queen, and it's kind of hard to tell, but she's starting to send, oh, well, I knew that would happen, send roots out the bottom. So it's time, because these pots have little tiny holes in them, and especially with Hoya roots, it's hard to get them out of those holes without disturbing the roots too much. So I'm just going to kind of run my knife. She's been in here probably a little over a year, and I'm not going to put her in a much larger pot, but big enough to get her away from those little holes in the bottom of these. These pots are great until they get to the point where, now this soil is still good. So I'm gonna make a mess. Here we go. Can't help it. Ugh. I can't believe I just watered 2 days ago and things are so dry, but you can see the roots coming out there. I've got soil mixed up. Put a little more in this pot. Get her up a little bit higher. Let me see. Yeah, I think I can go just a little more. There. That looks pretty good. And yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't want to mess with her too much. There's some diatomaceous, the white powder is the diatomaceous earth from when I was treating for thrips, and kind of as a precautionary thing. There we go. And get that out of the way. Top this off. And I'm going to have to stop this. I didn't think to bring my watering can. I thought things would be pretty well watered, but they aren't. They need more water. So let me just kind of dump that in there and spread it around. Gently pat it down. I don't usually wear gloves, but I had just rubbed oil on my skin, and I don't, the oil just makes your makes the spotting soil just penetrate your pores, so I don't want to deal with that. So, alrighty, I'll be right back. Let me get a watering can. Okay, I'm back. I mixed a little bit of fish fertilizer in here, and I already had worm castings in the potting soil, so it'll be pretty good to go for that. And I'm just gonna set her, I think I'll give her just a little bit more. I'm surprised that was so dry, having just been watered. I'm gonna just quickly set her over here on this table. Okay, and the next is this Stromanthe that is, man, I potted him up in this 7-inch pot not very long ago, but boy, I feel like it's needing water way too often, and of course it's been super hot here, which is, oh, I forgot to tag in that one. I'm sure that isn't helping with the plants drying out so fast. I've been having to water every probably 4 or 5 days at the latest, because the plants are just going, water me, water me. And this guy just looks like he needs a bigger pot. I don't know, he's growing like crazy. And pretty plant. It's the first it's the second calathea I've been able to keep alive. The other one I'm going to be repotting here too is the rattlesnake. Oh, I'm getting dirt all over. Yikes. That doesn't want to come out of there. That's what I was kind of afraid of. And look at that, that's dry too. I don't know if you can see that or not. Geez, I am shocked. It's been 2 days since I watered these plants, and I gave them a lot of nice water. I mean, a good drink. And let's see here. All right. Just a second. Let me get ready. Sorry about that. I spilled water on this, and it's dragging it all around on the bottom of the pot. And don't want to get it all over the new pot bottom. So there. And I did that, and I'm just going to take it off camera for a minute to get it out of the pot over the bucket of potting soil there. Yeah. Gonna have a lot more pots to wash up again. And yes, oh yes, the roots are, I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're quite, it needed to be repotted for sure. And let me just scoop this out just a little bit. I had a little too much in there, but not, yeah, that'll be fine. And still looking for a bigger scoop. Anybody have an idea where I can find a bigger scoop? I got this one from the dollar store, but it's good, but it's not quite big enough. And of course, making a mess, dropping stuff everywhere. Shimmy that around a little bit. Turn it the other way. Gosh, this is a pretty plant. I don't know how big they get. I probably should have researched that before I got it. It came in a 5-inch pot. Bought it last late fall, early winter. I think it was pretty cold when I got it. And it was in a, well, they call them 6-inch pots, but if you put a tape measure on them, they're really just 5s. And I never did see, oh, wait a minute. Nope, I didn't have a tag on that one, so shame on me. I need to do that. I'll set that down, kind of run this back in the box. I'm sure that potting soil is still good. It's just the plants are, okay, I need to, there. I had this pot ready for this one. Whoops, lost a leaf already, darn. This rattlesnake calathea, we have been round and round. It was down to about 2 leaves. Then I found out that it hates Jack's fertilizer. I haven't been using the Jacks. I did for a while, but I have found that the plants really seem to thrive on, thrive more so for me on the worm castings and fish emulsion, even though it stinks. I agree, it stinks. But if you don't put the dilution up too strong, it's not so bad. And being, I fertilize with it every week, well, or every time I water. I think it's okay with the dilution. Oh man, come out of there, baby. Oh yes. Yeah, it was definitely stuck to the bottom, and I am going to check, because this was a plug when I got it. No, there's no basket or cloth on the bottom of that, so it's good. But it was definitely growing out the bottom of that pot. Oh man, I'm going to have pot dishes to wash up. After that last big pot wash go around, I made up my mind I am not going to let them pile up on me like that again. That was miserable. 2 days of just washing pots, for crying out loud. That's crazy. I don't let my dishes pile up like that. It's just life got in the way. And give that a little drink. I forgot to water the Stromanthi too a little bit. Let me put it up here and give it a little drink. Sit that down on my table. All right. Now, let me see that. All right. Okay. Now, I'm missing a plant. Oh, here it is. This is what's left of the Macaulay's Finale, aka Prince of Orange, that none of us are sure exactly what it is. Where did my towel go? Oh, here. There, just move this stuff over here. Yeah, I had a mess with that water. The one plant, it was supposed to be a 6-inch pot, one plant in a 6-inch pot, and what it ended up being was 2 plugs in a 6-inch pot, 2 little plugs. And I paid for a heat pack because at the time when I ordered it was cold. It wasn't that cold, but it was cold enough to where it froze the leaves. She didn't put a heat pack in it, and the leaves froze and burned and died back, and I've done nothing but fight these plants. Now, this is one of the things, the plugs, and the stem was actually broken off, and I don't know if that'll focus on that or not. And now you can see there's just little roots coming on it. I wasn't even sure if there was a node there, but I stuck it in my cup with spag, and I put a little clear shower cap, one of those motel shower caps they give you, on the stake to keep the plastic off the leaf, because I don't think they appreciate being stuck in plastic. And I'm going to pot it back up. I'm going to set it back in the spag real quick because I want to see what's going on with this other one. I haven't cut these leaves off yet. They're dying, but it has been unfurling a new leaf very slowly. I'm going to tip it out of here and get the soil off and check the roots. Maybe it got cracked too, like the other one, although it doesn't feel like that. I don't know. Let me just dump it here in this bucket and see. Okay, yeah. All right, let's see. Nope, it just doesn't have very many roots. They look okay. No, it looks kind of dark, but it looks okay. I'm going to put them both back. That's just dirt. They're potting soil. I'm going to put them both back in this same little pot and try to reunite them. And so I only have one, baby to take care of. Let me lay it down here and put a little potting soil in there. There we go. And because I want to grow them together as one plant. Hopefully they'll make it. And I can put the stake back in here and the shower cap back on it if needs be. Let me put a little more soil in here. Sorry I keep having to go off camera to do that, but I just don't have enough room for everything. Here. And I don't know, I'm torn about cutting those leaves off. there's still some green in them. They might be feeding the plant. If nothing, well, this one is probably, that white on it is, again, it's diatomaceous earth. It's not hurting anything. I'm going to set that in this little cache pot and give a little drink. And before I put these plants back on the shelves, I'm going to give them a little neem spray. But I'm going to take them to my bathtub to do that. I don't want to do it here on my dining room table. Okay, so there's that one. Now, here is one that, this was kind of a little miracle for me. I have never had this happen before. I bought this ZZ Raven at Home Depot early last winter, and I don't remember what, if it came in a white cache pot and, you know, ceramic one, and it was like $20. I got it home. 2 days later, the bulbs just totally turned to mush. I called Home Depot back because by then it was just snowing like crazy, and told him, and he said, well, just bring it back, we'll exchange it. And I said, yeah, well, it's a 90-mile trip for me to bring it back, so if I have to drive 90 miles, it's not worth it. And he said, well, we'll just credit your account. Well, okay, that's fine. And they did. And there were 3 pieces on one bulb where the bulb was rotted, and you can even kind of see there's kind of like rot in the stem, but it was longer at the time, you know, it was about that long, maybe about like that. And I put it, gee, I should have put those other ones, oh well. I put it in, I cut the 3 stems off that hadn't gotten, the bulb was rotting, and I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to try this. I've heard people have done it before, and I stuck them in a little glass of water. Well, over the months, 2 of the 3 rotted away. Well, I was cleaning, because these little containers, they get green after a while. I picked it up to clean it, and I pulled it out, and looky here, it's got roots. So I am going to plant it. And later on, when it's time to up-pot the mother pot, that's really overkill. I should have a smaller pot, but I don't. You know what? I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to, because this is what we plant people do. I'm going to pull these out real quick because they haven't been in there long enough to cause a problem. And I am going to put that one in this littler pot and these in here. And let me dig a little hole for this one. There. Put that down. Add a little more soil because these will need a bigger pot sooner than that ZZ will for sure because they're pretty slow growing. And there, that's a better fit. I think that's kind of what I had planned to begin with and screwed up. Imagine that. Okay, so there, that's taken care of. So now I'm going to try again. I don't need to wash that. I mean, it was just, had a plant in it for 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to just stick this in here. Not too terribly deep. I need a little more soil there. There. I don't want it too close to the top either because I want to be able to water it without it going over. And since there's plenty of pot here, it doesn't have to be all the way to the top. And if I need to repot it before the other one's ready to be repotted, I can just lift it up because I've got another extra inch there to play with. And I think I'm going to pull that leaf because it's just hanging on by a thread. Here we go. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you your steak. A steak. hold you up. Yeah, hard to find the right spot. There. I'll probably put some Velcro on that. Give you a, put you in your cover pot and give you a little drink. Not too much because it's as easy. And there you go. And I think that's all I've got. Now, being this is kind of a mishmash video, hold on, I'm going to get my gloves off and reset up for the next part. Just be right back. Right? Round 3 or 4 or whatever I'm ending up doing here. On the 1 month plant update for the plant exchange that Suzette and I did. Last night late I went, oh man, I forgot to update on the Hawaiian snake or spider plant. And I think she's doing really good. Look at how wide those spider plant leaves are. They're so pretty. So much prettier than the regular plain white and green variegated. And God, I just love it. And it's doing really good. I'll probably have to repot it pretty soon. It's in a 5.5 inch pot. And but as we all know, these babies grow fast. Now, I don't like to talk about my health issues, but part of the reason I was gone was I first of all had to deal with all the redo on the sunroom addition. And you would think, oh, well, you're just paying a builder to come do it. Yeah, that's true. But there was a lot of prep work involved once the project was decided to go and what he was going to do for me. I needed to do my part, and that was clear off the front porch of everything that was there. I mean, there was the love seats and the curtains and too much stuff. I think I'm just a hoarder, and I got rid of a lot of stuff. This project's been really good for me that way. And then I had to, let me turn this around just a minute. Oh, okay, I've got you turned around now, and I had to rearrange my whole living room. And one was to take the big plant stand down that I had in front of the window on the base to what used to be the gun cabinet and is now my mosaic cabinet. Had to get that base moved over and under the top section of the cabinet, and that gave me quite a bit more square footage in the room and more options for rearranging furniture. Then I rearranged my I rearranged the plant stand to be an upright plant stand, and I have 4 shelves on it, so I lost 2 shelves because it was 6 on the base. And then I redid all my plant stands. I'm not going to take you around all of them, but I sprayed the black ones white because I just don't like black. And my house is all light and bright and colorful. And I just do white, and it's happy with my eyes, white and the turquoise purple. And so, and I made the shelves, the big tall shelves. I put the shelves are 24, 25 inches apart because I'm planning on my plants that I have now, they will get bigger, and a lot of them don't get so tall, but they get wider, so that will accommodate the larger plants. And this, I just put the stands there for now because I actually have nowhere else to put them. And when he does come to start working on the porch, he'll be coming early in the morning because it's been so blasted hot, and that gives me a little bit of privacy. I don't have any curtains up, and him a little bit privacy too. So then back to my health thing. I ran through 2 episodes of shingles in a 6 weeks period of time, and I had 2 skin tumors that needed to be taken care of. So, well, in my downtime, which is kind of a joke around here, I decided to tie-dye some t-shirts. And when my husband died, he left me a package of brand new, well, he didn't plan on that. I'm sure he would be going, oh my God, you did that to my t-shirts. But anyway, I bought some dye and I tie-dyed them and I altered the necks. And I did a little gather here to give it a little boobage. And I did 7 of them. There were 6 in the pack, and there was 1 extra one that was also brand new. I did 7 of them. One's already in the laundry, and I'm wearing another one. Let me turn it around if I figure out how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Hard to get. I don't know how to do this. I don't do selfies very often, but anyway, there's the 6th one. And then the 7th one's in the laundry right now. So anyway, it was kind of a fun project, and it kept my mind busy when I wasn't feeling good. And so anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all later. Bye now.